I kept referencing when we were doing the layers of the marine that I was going to talk about diversity within the marine biome. So that's what I'm going to, it's basically, it divides them into groups, and I'm going to cover that now. Before that, you actually, unfortunately, may have to know the major oceans of the world. I know some people know them. So I've underlined them for you. What you do have to know is that Pacific is the largest. Okay, that's another factor that you should be aware of. Let's review water on Earth. Tell me what I'm referencing here. How much of Earth is water? About 70%. And how much is salt? 97. And of fresh then? 3. And what we reference as available or accessible fresh water? Less than 1%. Good. When you look at all the diversity of organisms in the marine biome, they actually can be divided into 4 main groups. The first group is what we call our plankton group. And what do plankton, look at them, what do you think they all have in common?
They're microscopic.
Okay, yeah. So most are microscopic. What else? They have antennas. Good. Think of their patterns in the ocean.
Bottom of the food chain?
No.
No, they're like bright.
Bright? Okay, I'll never get it. They're drifters.
Oh, that was my second quarter. All that.
Yeah, I recorded all that, so you'll remember when you watch the video. Now, we've got producer planktons, consumer planktons, and photosynthetic bacteria, which are considered a type of plankton, which I never get the answer for, so I'll just review it. Ultraplankton, I had never even heard of that until probably a couple of years ago. What are my producing plankton called? Phytoplankton, good. And my consuming plankton? Zooplankton. Awesome. So nectins are all consumers, and what do they all have in common? Besides that, look at them.
They swim.
Good. They are swimmers. We went from drifting to swimming, and my swimmers can be what kind of organisms? Fish. Whales or mammals, you're right, and turtles. And you could, these are just some examples. You obviously see variety here. Just know your swimmers, which are Nemo and Dory. Actually, that's not Nemo, that's Marlin. That's Nemo, isn't it? Oh no, that is Nemo. I see his little fin, yeah.
Is it anything that has a fin?
Oh my God. All right, benthos. What do you think they are?
Crustacean.
But crawling where? Floor, because benthos, yeah, the bottom of the ocean. And yes, there are my crabs and coral and lobsters, and which actually tie very closely in with my next category, which are what? Decomposers and or good, detrivores, because we know detrivores are bottom dwellers. The difference is they're referencing bottom dwellers in its own category as organisms that feed or consumers, not recyclers. Does that make sense? So they can kind of mesh because we know detrivores are bottom dwellers, but bottom dwellers that recycle nutrients back to Earth. Is that clear? Yep.